So the heat map may be red because of Jerome Powell and the Fed. But fear not, Stellar fans. I've got good news for you this morning to get you out of bed. You should feel positive this morning, everyone, because I've got good news for you, especially if you're a Stellar fan. The heat map, though, is red. Why? It's because of what Jerome Powell said. Bitcoin sitting at 17,572. ETH went back under 1,300 at 1279. XLM, which did struggle with the news. And if you want to see specifically what happened to XLM and kind of what we're looking at, I'll have a video linked at the end for you. But XLM right now sitting at 8.1, down 1.85% last 24 hours. The Fed rate hike was 50 basis points, but it's what Jerome Powell and the Fed said regarding future rate hikes that was more important. In fact, Jerome Powell made it very clear that we're going to get back down to that target rate of 2.0. We are currently at 7.1. In fact, reading between the lines, we can see that Jerome Powell and the Fed are not impressed with CPI data that's coming down either by 0.5 or 0.6 in the delta month over month. They're looking for more. They're looking for as fast as inflation went up, we better go down just as fast. And that's why the heat map's red, because of the future comments from Jerome Powell and the Fed. Like I said, I'll have a video at the end specifically for XRP, XLM pricing, what happened during the meeting. All right, let's get into it. The SEC approves 9 Wisdom Tree blockchain-enabled funds. Whoa, Klaus, Wisdom Tree, what the hell does that have to do with Stellar? Oh, the juice is in the details, everyone. None of these funds track crypto assets themselves, but the firm does utilize Ethereum and Stellar blockchains to keep a record of share ownership, thus making them blockchain-enabled or digital funds as Wisdom Tree announces them. Guess what, everyone? That's one of the ways they're trying to get around all of the SEC stuff, not direct blockchain exposure, but using blockchain in the background. How sneaky and sly is that? This is good for Stellar holders. Why? Because of all the chains out there, they picked Ethereum and Stellar, and the reason why they picked the Stellar chain is super important. To give a few examples, it's remarkable that some blockchains can provide near instant settlement finality on a peer-to-peer basis 24/7, 365. I wonder who they're talking about. Oh, we know it's Stellar, everyone. They're not talking about Ethereum because Ethereum's not that fast. Blockchains can allow for atomic settlement where software ensures assets are exchanged in settlement as opposed to other potentially riskier settlement processes like delivery versus payment. Yeah, or pre-funding the stuff. That's why blockchain is so impressive. That's why Wisdom Tree using this on the back end is so important because they're using this for their digital funds. Another way to get the SEC to start seeing, hey, what can blockchain, crypto, and Web3 do for the industry? So it's not always direct exposure that matters, but sometimes you have to circumvent the normal route and go around the other way. Do you want more Stellar utilization this morning? More Stellar growth during a bear market? Because yes, the bear market is painful. But when I see my favorites out there still developing, still building, ooh, it makes me feel a lot better. Stellar, Lumens, Bitso offers WhatsApp-based remittance service between Mexico and the U.S. Yes, everyone, Stellar is big in the remittance quarter, and we know that it's cheap, it's safe, it's super fast, and super reliable. But why would Bitso and WhatsApp be doing this kind of stuff? Cryptocurrency exchange Bitso continues to expand its recent ease of use in the Latin American market. The Stellar blockchain partner announced a partnership with Felix Pagos in order to offer a WhatsApp integrated remittances between U.S. and Mexico. Yep, you'll be able to use WhatsApp, send money between the U.S. and Mexico. And you're sitting there and you're going, Klaus, that sounds really cool, but I still don't understand how Stellar fits in this. Well, that's actually pretty interesting. Here's what the company Felix Pago had to say. We have chosen Bitso to facilitate these payments due to its reputation and experience as a transparent and regulated company that successfully makes cross-border crypto payments for millions of users. And you're sitting here going, God, I still don't see the connection with Stellar. It's right here, ladies. The Stellar blockchain stands to benefit indirectly from the partnership between the companies. This is because the payments-focused blockchain powers Bitso's cross-border crypto services. Again, not direct use, but around usage of Stellar. Super important because if we're not getting the SEC and other regulators from around the world, we have to find other ways to start introducing and getting people to approve and accept of crypto and Web3. Here's another one. In a case study, Stellar Blockchain explains that the founders of Felix solved the remittance riddle after discovering USDC. The fully reserved dollar peg stablecoin is issued by Circle protocol on the Stellar network, which uses XLM to move things, with Bitso as the back-end liquidity provider and the bridge. Felix users can receive US dollar remittances as Mexican pesos. That's right. So the only reason they went with Bitso has to do with Bitso's involvement with Stellar and how well they can move money using USDC. So yes, everyone, macros are still ruling the roost, and they will for a while. I'll have a video at the end of this which tells you what to expect when it comes to Stellar, Lumens, and future Fed rate hikes, and the money situation and how to pop crypto back up. It's all covered in that video. But getting back to the situation here, we are seeing multiple companies out there find indirect ways to get around the SEC's rules. The SEC is not allowing for any direct exposure to crypto in that securities market. Well, it's obvious because they're deeming them unregistered securities. But companies are being creative and finding other ways to utilize blockchain and put it right in front of Gary Gensler in the SEC's face. We've got Bitso coming in hard. Yeah, and the whole Bitso thing is based upon their business developing and business usage with Stellar running USDC on their chain. So we've got Bitso doing it, and we're also seeing Wisdom Tree use Stellar in order to keep records of transactions, 24/7 settlement. So as Wisdom Tree pushes these products out there, investors are going to be like, well, wait a minute. These are only traded during regular hours, but your back end is powered 24/7. How do we get on that back end? And then that's when the ball starts rolling, where more traditional investors start getting into blockchain technology because it's 24/7, 365, near instantaneous settlement of funds. No pre-funding, none of that junk. Bitso and the Latin American payment corridor have figured it out. We just need to get the traditional bankies out there in the United States, the SEC fans out there, to see what blockchain and crypto can do. Not the speculative junk that's ruined the market, right? Your Do Kwons, your Mashinskis, your Sam Bankman-Frieds, your Justin Suns, not that crap. The actual usage and utility of blockchain, what it can do for the world. Now, I mentioned earlier that I did a video specifically about pricing of XLM and XRP during the Fed rate hike event and what we can expect going forward. That video is right here. It is in depth. You're going to see a lot more charting in there, a lot more action, a lot more juice, a lot more juicy nuggets, all right? That'll get you through this Thursday. Until then, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Hit the like button if you like what you're seeing here. And I'll catch you cool cats later as more news breaks.